seat. Let's get to guns now. The House Republicans working on a school violence prevention bill. Broader agreement, though, on any kind of gun control legislation. Certainly, at the very least, seems to be in question right now. We have Trump 2020 media advisory board member Gina Loudon, also Democratic strategist Andrew Feldman. Welcome to you both. Gina, let me start with you on where the Republicans are at on all this. I think there was a lot of talk after that meeting, right, that President Trump, maybe it angered some of his own party by they thought going too far on gun control. I just don't feel like in the Congress they're on board with him, though. Where's the Republican Party on gun control? Is it all focused on school violence?
Well, it's interesting. I've said from the very beginning of this, and of course this shooting happened right here in my home turf in Florida, and I said from the very beginning we should be talking about what we can agree on. There is a wonderful opportunity here for a bipartisan victory for the children if we can take all of the gun stuff off the table and focus instead on what we can truly do.
Okay, give me an example, because I'll go right to Andrew. I'll go right to Andrew with it, because give me an example of what you're talking about, because that could be a number of things. What can we agree on, Gina, real quick?
I think securing it like we do post offices and airplanes and other government buildings like courtrooms.
Nothing on gun control. So, see that, Andrew, Gina's talking about school safety, which has become the big issue for Republicans, right?
Connell, I'm a big fan of school safety. Kids should be safe when they go into their schools. They should be safe sanctuaries. But punting the ball on gun control is nothing but cowardly. 97% of the American people support universal background checks. We can't seem to get that past the United States Senate. I mean, it is unbelievable that we can't enhance mental health measures. I mean,
let me ask Gina about the background check. I think that is actually interesting, because there's a bill that doesn't go to universal background checks, but it would fix the current system, Gina. This Fix NICS bill that they're talking about, that's something that can get enough Republican support, and that can get through. And by the way, I might have to come back to you, Andrew, on this, because it might be the Democrats, right, Gina, that hold something like that up. What do you think is going to happen?
I think the president's been very clear that he is completely willing to discuss all ideas, put them all on the table. This is about saving kids. Let's get the schools secured, and then let's argue, if that's what we have to do, over the partisan issues on gun control. But getting the schools secured first is a very important first step. It's like, it's tantamount to building a wall before you deal with immigration. It's the same thing.
Okay, on the background check issue, though, to go back to that, that's what I asked about, Andrew, is if they get that bill, but again, this Fix NICS bill through, will the Democrats kind of block something? Because the criticism of the Democrats on this is that they could make the perfect the enemy of the good. They might want to get to the universal background checks, and maybe there aren't the votes there. How do you see it playing out?
Look, I don't think we're going to get the perfect here. We can't get barely anything passed in Congress. So if we have an opportunity to get this bill, which, you know, tightens background checks, makes it better. You know, as you say, it's a Fix NICS bill. I think we really should get behind it, but I don't think the Republicans will. I really don't think they're going to do this. You have double talking Donald Trump here, talking about one day, you know, talking about supporting all these gun control efforts, and then the next day tweeting about his meeting with Chris Cox at the NRA.
That's not double talking. That's listening.
It absolutely is.
I know it's new for Democrats because all you want to do is obstruct, but that is the president listening to the voices.
Not listening.
When's the last time you saw a Democrat president put everybody around the table with cameras in the room and listen to them?
He got $40 million from the NRA. Okay. He was for all these things. He's for increasing the age from 18 to 21.
Unfortunately,
he meets with them, and he's changing his mind.
We're in one of those situations we're going to be talking kind of over and past each other a little bit. And on top of that, we've got to go for time. So I apologize to both of you. We appreciate you coming on. We'll be back in just a moment.